Actually, we're gonna go ahead and say that all of you are in the land of the dreams, just to make things easier. Ultimately, you guys are gonna end up meeting over there. You're gonna end up joining forces, so might as well. We're gonna say that that guy happened to be also one of the sailors over there on the ship that went with the ship to Norway with you guys, and that ultimately he was part of the crew that got into the truck. And there's Jake. Hey Jake, go ahead and say something so I can check your volume real quick. Jake, can you hear me? All right. So that's probably why. So
Take two.
okay, there you go. Now I can hear you and I can lower your volume a little bit. Okay. Say something again.
Yeah, certainly. Just other time.
There you go. You're fine. All right. So all of you then happen to be at the boat. You guys got to Norway. You managed to get that truck out of the boat, and you drove up to the cave. You enter the cave, if you recall, and in the cave you enter that pool of mystical water, which Mr. Thompson was very excited about because he was under the impression that that mystical water was going to cure his cancer, which ultimately that he was he
Out his body a bit.
yeah, his main mission is the fact that he wanted the water to cure his cancer and also potentially to maybe bottle it and sell it to make some money. You know. So then after that, not too long after that, some cultists showed up. The same cultists apparently that he was fighting before and that took the crystal away. And when the cultists showed up, since there were 48 of them, you guys decided to hide, which was fine. And then at some point, one of the cultists hit the water with the crystal that they took out of the first cave, and the water started rising. Long story short, everybody passed out, and after everybody passed out, you guys woke up in the land of the dreams. Now, I did specify that some of you happen to be in the land of the dreams physically because your characters were there before and you managed to figure it out how to go back and forth to the land of the dream physically without necessarily falling asleep. The rest of you, your bodies are probably laying down still in the cave, asleep, while you are dreaming that you are in the land of the dreams along with everybody else. You're just having a very, very lucid dream. If you look at the map, you just happen to be on the very southern part of the map, right about here, somewhere around this area. Some of you last session threw the idea that maybe you guys wanted to go talk to Bast to see Bast if you could pray with her. I know that Trevor was thinking that possibly you guys could bring her a chicken to see if she could help you. But then again, you have that little issue of time. The fact that the cultists seem to be raising up north, and this is what you guys know. They seem to be raising up north to Inganak to try to get Mother Hydra and Father Dagon to Earth. So as much or as little things as you guys want to do, you guys don't necessarily have a whole lot of time. So what do you guys want to do?
I actually have a quick question.
And I have a quick answer.
Is anybody else getting an echo from like not an echo, but like a second beat. It sounds like maybe the YouTube stream is coming through somebody's microphone like 3 seconds after, so it's always repeating.
I don't know.
I've not heard anything.
Is the echo?
Wow.
Oh, guys, it might be me. I have a nervous tick when I produce weird sound with my throat when I'm
I wonder why.
stressed or tired. So you probably can hear that. And it doesn't help that they had a crap ton of beans for lunch.
Yeah, I'm just curious. Strange.
Sorry.
It's fine.
All right.
Yeah, I think we're good now.
Okay. So, what's the
No
plan?
no problem. I just wanted to make sure I was going crazy.
What's the plan?
Well, are we gonna say that the new guys here just like ended up meeting up? Because we went to like in this town. What place were we at? At like a little fearful bars. Back to the boss one. Just go hang out. Like, well, I guess like I don't have to worry. I'm just here forever. I think we went somewhere.
Constantine was never in this place, so he cannot help much. If at all.
Do we wanna try to do the crazy thing that we had in mind of trying to like make a megaphone to transmit across the realm essentially? Hey, they're trying to wake up that being that cannot be named, which starts with a C, and it's with a U. We need help.
But that
Or
would
we just
also.
head straight to the cultist.
I mean, I like the thought, but like just like think about that would also make it very clear where we were. And
So
I don't think that cultists care.
no, but sympathizers will.
I doubt that they have many sympathizers that are not members of the cult and probably rushing to meet up with the rest of them.
Yeah, if I remember right, last time we were here, they kind of said that all the no one really likes those guys.
I'm happy that you're back and you're controlling your character.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
So I think yeah, he could give a location, but at the same time, like, how equipped are we to handle this, right? Like, we are gonna be fighting 48 people that may or may not have some sort of, let's say, blessing, for the lack of a better word, attempting to wake up a being that if he wakes up, we are fucked. So how do we want to handle this, right?
Well,
With me being, I'm physically here. So did all of my stuff come with me physically?
Yep.
And same thing for Harold and
Yep.
who else?
Frank.
Was it also Doctor?
Frank
Frank,
Martello, me.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, well, maybe since you guys were already there before, you know, Trevor, Harold, Father Matello, you guys can roll intelligence.
Right.
All right.
So for us new guys, are we there physically also?
Nope, you guys have fell asleep in the cave and
Oh,
and out of there. Harold, you just get
We're sharing
a
the
little bit of a headache. Go ahead and roll a 1d2. Trevor and Frank Matello, you guys recall that from your previous campaign when you were with with Bast. Bast actually made it a mission to actually avoid Inganak, mainly because Inganak is just a city full of cultists. I mean, there's not one person that doesn't um, have as their main religion, Cthulhu. So therefore, yeah, it's not gonna be just the 48 cultists once you go there that they're gonna have an issue with you. There may be one or two, if not hundreds, of deep ones or mutated um,
Yeah.
deep ones, and of course you also have Mother Hydra and Father Dagon roaming around there too. So
Yeah. So we are fighting an uphill battle. That is really how it boils down. We're fighting an uphill battle, and we need to be careful, or the end of the world is gonna happen.
Well, how do we fight something like this that, like, just from a manpower point of view, they outnumber us 10 to 1. And
Yeah,
then they
you don't
got
even-
magic and then all this other stuff on top.
Yeah, you don't really
Well,
fight.
if I understood what our associates said, and this world is essentially based on dreams, wouldn't that mean that very much based on one under influence of person's mind?
That is correct. Yep.
So if one of you can focus hard enough, you could in theory summon a small sun to fall on top of that.
Oh. Maybe. I can try to do that. I will say, but then I'm the most likely to actually create a big sun if I do that. So maybe somebody with better luck can try to do something like that.
What if? Well, I think.
Off
What if
the
we
record.
did? Like, what if a couple of us did it? I think that would be more effective than just one person.
That's
There-
a good idea.
We have been able to do better if we all work together here. For the new guys, just so you know what's capable here, I'm gonna just start floating up into the air. With my,
and as
Just-
soon as
just
you
the
start
flying
floating
here, just
up
the-
into the
just
Did
the
you
air,
show.
already fly earlier?
yeah,
yeah, but there's two new guys.
yeah. So
Or one
so
guy.
Yeah.
thankfully, thanks to him, now
Right.
the new guys get to roll sanity because they never seen anybody flying. Yeah, he's just nice
Yeah,
that
but-
way.
Oh,
Yeah.
the world sanity, huh?
Yeah.
Last session we didn't roll sanity. did
No,
we?
that session you did.
We did.
Yeah, no, you
Oh,
guys are
that's
good,
lucky.
but Mr. Alex Stone.
All right, so
Alright.
so you pass the sanity roll, so you're kind of like take a deep breath and you're like, okay, he's flying.
Yeah.
So just so you know, like this is what's possible here. You just have to really, like you dream. If you could dream it, you could do it.
Oh,
With the-
so in other words, if I wanted to, like, leap, 30 feet, I could.
Yeah, if you have enough will, you have to have enough will. You know what I mean?
What?
You just gotta try it. You can go for it. Find out.
Yeah.
You know what? I kind of want to see what I can get away with here.
There.
I am going to try to. What does our surrounding look like?
Oh.
Like, what's around us?
If I remember correctly, so we're down here. I think we were like in the.
So
in the-
around you, at one end, you have water, which is right.
Oh,
here.
so we're in the mid marsh.
Yeah. You have water, and then you have vegetation. There's a city or the town. Not a whole lot. Just mostly the town. If anything, that will be the most interesting thing you have. Other than
Well,
that's
I
just
think-
water. There may be there is a dock over here with boats. Just that.
So you guys mentioned something about cultists. Are the cultists primarily in the city?
They are in a
No
place
idea.
up north. It's a place Ignanok.
Okay. Well, this is a little weird for my character, so he pretty much thinks it's a dream. And
What kind of
it
is?
probably
I mean,
magic,
technically
So,
speaking,
um,
it is.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and jump up in the air, like I don't know, 50 feet,
Yeah,
and
Pat.
go down. See what I can do in this tree. How would I manage that?
Okay, so you will roll your power. You roll your power to do
My
that.
power? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. High. Very high.
All right, so
Dang it.
you start
I'm
running.
stupid.
You start running, and you take a big leap, and everybody just looks at him. And he's just running. And all of a sudden you see him take off. And he just jumps, regular height, of course. And you see him that he spreads his legs, and he acts like he's just really going up, but he's like barely moving off the ground. And boom, lands on the ground again.
All right, so I think I did that. That's cool.
Damn it, where's
Ooh,
Tinkerbell when
what?
we need him? Her.
It takes some time to get used to, but we'll get it.
All right, cool.
I do think because of how pressed for time we are, we should all
What?
master flying, and that way you also have like at least a starting point in whatever combat that we are gonna do here. So before we head out, we should all be flying out.
Press for time. Come on, you got plenty of time to practice flying.
Extremely
How long
do
can
it.
we try
What
again?
About traveling.
This is more going to be a crash course, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, kind of like we fly and we can head to where we need to head out faster. So we should all be kind of flying.
Yeah, we'll move faster that way than with the boat, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do
how
we
long can we try
the
again?
cultists? Is that what you guys want to do? Is that what-
Well,
want
if we
to,
don't
but
stop
we
them,
can't too.
the world will end. So
What Trevor over here said is not about want to, it's about needing to.
yeah, at this point, if we do nothing, the world will end. And, like, I mean, I guess your guy. Let me rephrase. Your guys' world will end. I can stay here and I'll be fine. But I got some stuff back in the other world that I kind of want. So
In the other
Yeah.
world?
yeah, well, Earth,
Oh,
not Dream World.
Wait. If this is a dream, how is the dream going to destroy the Earth?
It is
Oh, well,
dream in
oh,
that sense.
Mm.
And actually, Alex is looking at
necessarily
you like
dream.
he's looking at you kind of weird, like he doesn't really understand what the hell you're talking about.
Think of
But
it as a
you-
consciousness thing. Your consciousness is here in the dream world around a form of you, right? But not me, because I have this amulet here that allows me just to, be here. But you can over time work up to bring your material self here. But as of right now, you're sleeping somewhere. I don't know where. But
But I don't understand how, like the thing that you talk about these cultists or whatever.
Yeah.
How do they get to Earth?
there was
They
a
are from Earth.
there was a bucket of water, and they hit a stone into the water, and it kind of all teleported all of them and all of us to here.
Yeah.
well, no. What
Oh,
really
you
happened
You're
was
there
Oh.
when it happened.
you got
Well,
teleported.
not
The rest of them-
teleport. But yeah, like the consciousnesses were teleported at least.
You got teleported along with Harold and Fetty.
Oh.
Everybody else didn't get
Yeah.
teleported. Everybody else almost drowned and
So-
passed out, so they ended up at the land of the dreams along with you because of the magical properties of the water.
Oh, so it was horrible for them. Okay, got it.
Okay, so the only question I have regarding that is, if we are, how do how do I say this? Well, confusing the shit out of myself. Why don't we just like leave the Dreamlands and go kill them on Earth? I mean, if their consciousness is here, wouldn't their body be vulnerable?
Well,
Just if they're not here
Well-
physically.
No, if you so if you die, so if everybody that's sleeping right now or is passed out, but is
Right.
here, if you guys die over here in the land of dreams, you will just simply wake up on Earth. So as long as you don't die on Earth, nothing will happen to you because your body's still on Earth. Now the rest of them
Hey.
that are physically there, if they die on the land of the dreams, there's no going back to Earth. They just die.
Oh.
Yeah.
I understand that, but my big question is, the cultists are on Earth. Do we know where they are?
well, they teleported you. I believe they, because I mean, I guess I don't know. I was gone by then, but like, they all were physically teleported here too, weren't they?
Right? Yeah. No, they didn't know that you guys were there because you were hiding. So ultimately, when they hit the crystal over there, they were looking to come to the land of the dreams to bring the crystal over and be able to
But-
ultimately
They're in their physical form, right?
teleport. Actually, let's find out.
Or are they just sleeping with everyone else?
Yeah, that's. Wait, how would we find out?
With a roll.
Well, do we know where that crystal is?
I mean, ultimately, your characters wouldn't know, but I think it's interesting as players for you guys to know. So, no. The
I mean, if you want to find out, we can always kill your dream realm form, and you can check out if they're outside. Just start killing them, and problem solved.
so your characters wouldn't really know. Your characters wouldn't really know. However, just for transparency, I can tell you that the cultists, some of the cultists are sleeping out there, and some are not.
Okay, so
So should one of us go and kill their bodies?
You wouldn't know because you don't know if anybody's sleeping or not.
Yeah, we don't really know if they have a physical
That
body.
is some
They
information that I
already
gave to
physically-
you for transparency as players. I didn't give it to your
Oh,
characters.
no, that makes perfect.
Yeah.
So, like,
I understand.
with
my
us-
character-
We have like someone physically, but even if they're there, the ones that are there physically, if they're trying to resurrect that Father, he who should not be named, through Father Dagon and Mother Hydra, they could still resurrect them, I'm sure. So we still have to deal with that particular problem.
Here's another
So
question.
numbers game isn't the big deal.
What happens if we steal the crystal?
Or destroy it.
Well, yeah, that could be an option, but it's a more of a how at that point.
Well, I mean, that might be more viable than fighting 10 to 1 occultists. Especially, and you see me kind of patting myself. I'm going to assume that I don't have any of my weapons on me, correct?
Yeah.
I have a weapon on me.
I'm fairly certain we're butt as naked.
Actually, you know what? I want to try something here. This is a dream. I'm going to try and shoot fire at my light.
Trevor, you got a weapon on you, don't you?
Yes, I do.
I'm
I got
gonna
my
try to
whole-
shoot lightning at
Okay.
me.
All right, so
Revolver.
I mean, once you fell asleep, I would say that with a roll of power, you can determine if you have your things or if you're just there wearing clothes.
Yeah, that's probably not a good idea.
Fire hands. is a better idea.
Do you think we could, or you could possibly rally up some of the locals around here to help go fight the cultists?
Who?
Other people of the cities.
Whatever. Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to you.
Who you're
Well, Trevor, we were talking about this. You're kind of looked as the leader of the group, so it makes sense that he's talking to you about it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there are a few bigger cities probably on the way that we can maybe try to rally up some. I'm not too good at like giving speeches though. I can think that I can intimidate and scare him into helping us.
Out of character, what's the skill required for giving speeches? Would it be
Probably fast talk.
something fast talk?
I mean, not necessarily for the speech, but that will be if you are trying to get a reaction out of them, out of everybody.
If we're gonna try and talk,
Not charm, right?
So what?
we might
Not
need
charm.
to help us.
No, charm will be to get somebody to kind of like you, to kind of, get on their good side. You are trying to convince everybody to do your bidding.
Gotcha.
That's different.
What about intimidate?
At that point, they're gonna be scared of you.
Or can I like direct that energy towards Cthulhu?
Sure, but then again, if they don't believe you, you may end up
Then I'm just
being
yelling at
looked
him.
as a buffoon.
Yeah.
So,
So with the power roll success, do I have anything on me?
you have whatever you have back on your character.
Oh. Right.
Do we all roll that power check?
If you are not in physical form, you can.
Yeah, let's see if I have my toys with me.
Let's see if I have clothes.
I don't.
Oh! Hey, I even brought the rocks I found earlier. I'm armed with 10 rocks.
He's gonna shoot. He's gonna throw the rocks at the enemies.
All right.
So anyways, Harold, I mean, I can try, but I'm not really good at crowds, dude.
I'm a little okay with talking in crowds.
Well, I mean, actually, I think
If I may
I just
offer
want
a
to see
suggestion,
as a group
what's our
if we're
goal?
interested.
To try to get them to help us.
if I may offer a suggestion, there is a reason, unofficially, there is a reason why church refers to people as flock of sheep. Yes, I know that this is completely wrong of me to say it, considering my vocation, but people are sheep that follow the person who speaks the loudest.
You mean not just your God speaking through you and convincing all these people?
My dear friend, do you know how Christianity started spreading throughout the Europe?
Blood.
Well, you can say
No.
that
I mean,
Cthulhuism got
Yes.
spread throughout England.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blood.
The first archbishop, one of the first, all the time they were treating all these archbishops, essentially slept with mother of Constantine the Great, if I remember my history correctly.
So your great
I mean,
grandma.
I do. It doesn't matter. The matter of fact is the same. The priest literally, to the cult leader, literally slept with the woman, and she decided to persuade her son to make Christianity a mandatory religion.
Okay.
And I'm not joking. That's how Christianity started spreading through Europe.
And don't forget the Spanish Inquisition.
Okay, but what is the point that we're trying to get at?
I think what he's saying is that if we talk at them loud enough, they will listen.
Okay.
That or he's
Loud enough,
ridiculous.
long enough, we will find somebody who will listen.
Well,
yeah, but okay. See, the thing is with this, we're not necessarily gonna be speaking with humans. Maybe we should head to the town so you can see what we're dealing with.
that's probably
Yes,
Probably a
but Harold,
good
I do
idea.
think we should maybe try to get support. I just don't know when or how we can. So, if anyone has
I'm
any,
gonna- I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna pray to Bast and try to like see if I can at least let her know what's happening. I don't necessarily think that she's gonna act on it, but I'm at least letting her know.
say hi for her.
Yeah. You can pray with
Yeah.
me. She probably will listen to you more than me.
Yeah, you're right. Frank and I just go over to the corner, just underneath his Frank. They
I-
cost.
actually,
Yeah.
those of you that have been here, have you encountered like any races or things?
You all just got here. We have, yes. That's why I'm saying, like, we should head to the town so you know what we're dealing with.
Yeah, let's go.
Which town we heading to?
Yes, we'll go there.
There's one not too far from you. So.
You're heading to Alpharet.
Yeah,
We're
Alpharet?
Yeah, they're here.
yeah, it's right next to
Oh,
us.
All right, so you walk into the town and you see that the town has buildings that are made of very strange shapes. Most of them they seem to be round. Most of them they seem to be tall. Very very strange. And you walk in, people are just normal. They're just dressed very very normally. However, people don't necessarily do normal stuff. Some people are flying. Some people are they're just grabbing big poles of wood and being able to mentally stick them on the ground and build bridges or control other things with their mind. They're able to control the weather too. They make it rain in some parts and then they make it to go away and the sun come out. Very different things happen. And then of course there's people just talking and chatting everywhere. You know, there seems to be a bar over there too where people conglomerate and they're just drinking something and just talking.
Do they react to us when we're in town? Or do they
How-
look at us like weird or anything, or like do they?
And they don't really pay you any mind. You know, there's many people dressed and acting in different ways, so they just leave you be.
I guess I will ask the closest person to go. I ask him if he understands me.
He says, "Yes, I do understand you.
Excellent.
I have been here for 150 years, so I know a few languages."
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
I will ask him. I go. I'm here with some others, and what they've told me, there is a group of individuals to the north across the sea that are trying to destroy things. Not only the world, but maybe this one too. And would it be possible to talk to some of your? Well, actually, I don't know. Does this village have like leaders, people who are in charge, who make decisions for?
No, not really. This is a small town. You know, we're not a country. We're just a little town. You know, we all live peacefully here. Nothing happens. I wouldn't worry too much about this world. I mean, nothing can happen over here. You're a perfectly safe guy, so don't worry. Mainly because nothing will happen to this place as long as Shock Shoggoth doesn't wake up. You will be fine. Anything that can happen outside of this place, you know, will have no effect on us. You'll be okay.
You know, they're trying to wake him up.
I'm sorry?
They're trying to wake them up.
Well, it will be a little bit impossible, though. I mean, he is literally in the center, at the center of the universe. I don't think anybody that is in this place has the power to go there unless they are some sort of deity, and most deities have no intention to go there because they know they'll cease to exist. So therefore, they know better.
Well, look at the rest of you guys for like a little backup.
I think you guys are fine. You shouldn't worry about it. Just enjoy the sightseeing. Look, we do have some a great sea over here. You know, if you guys wanna go for a joyride, you know, we have some boats out there. They're free to use. You can just grab one and go do your thing, or you can come into the bar, have a couple drinks, you know, and enjoy the show. We're about to have the ladies come in and dancing in a couple minutes.
Guys, actually,
I don't think they're gonna help us.
You don't think so?
So, have you guys come in long? I mean, how long have you guys been here?
How long were we here?
Does
Few
anybody have a
hours?
watch?
actually,
I'm sorry, Jake.
As you
What
can
did you
guess,
say?
we are pretty much new.
Jake, what did you say?
Does anybody have a watch?
A watch. No, we don't.
Yeah.
We don't keep time. We don't keep track of time over here. Mainly because time here works a little bit different than.
Actually, I was asking about the party.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I got confused. But
Actually,
I was asking
I
if
got one.
anybody in the party brought a watch, just to see
I
like,
got
how
a
long
watch.
it's been.
okay. So if you look at your watch will be almost stuck in place, like barely moving at all.
so apparently time isn't working very well.
And the guy
Whoa.
says, well,
Could be.
yeah, the time over here goes a lot slower. So you can be here easily 1,000 years and only spend 8 hours sleeping in the real world.
Yep.
Okay.
So, anyway, would you guys like some drinks?
Yeah, give me some of the good stuff, please.
Some okay, perfect. Yeah, no problem. Come in. Come to the bar real quick. You know, show's about to start. He walks into the bar and he says, "Hey, I have some fellas out here. They all want drinks. We'll take 2, 3, 4, 7 drinks. They want the good stuff."
No.
And you see that they bring this giant mugs with some purplish liquid that actually seems to be bubbling.
I down that shit. I am about to face a fucking goal. I need some liquid courage in my belly.
Okay. So you start drinking it. You drink it and you're like, this is pretty good. Go ahead and roll your Constitution.
Where did I have my character sheet? What the fuck did I do with it? There we go. No, that's not the one. There we go. I was in the round up. Constitution. And it kicked me out.
Now, mind you that the mugs are quite big. So he just downed the whole thing. It's probably like, I don't know, the size of a pitcher.
I was sipping it.
Oh, you said I downed the whole thing. I heard you, buddy. No.
Yeah, I said it was like a
No.
glass. I didn't
Oh,
realize you were giving me a
wait,
pitcher, okay?
You're
I
saying
didn't realize you
it's
were
a
giving me a
proper
pitcher.
pint of beer. A genuinely proper pint of beer.
Exactly.
I'll take
I
some
didn't realize
too.
you were giving me a pitcher. Alright, I would have been like, okay, I'm sipping it, but okay.
So go ahead and roll. Okay, so you failed the Constitution roll. So your character is pretty drunk by now. I mean, that thing was high in alcohol. High in alcohol. You're right back to where you were when you were on that boat. That's where you are right now.
God. Guys, I think Frank's got a problem.
It's all right.
I'll take some too. Why
I think
not?
we all have
Yeah.
a problem.
All right, Jake, how much does your
Hey,
character
Bennett
wants to
blooded
drink?
me.
Do you want to drink the whole thing too, or?
I'll take half at a time.
Okay. So you drink half, and you wait a little bit, and then drink the other half, and go ahead and roll your Constitution for me, please.
Ender's blood
Jesus
has filled
Christ.
me now.
Well,
The father goes ahead, drinks it, and he just drops on the table. And as he drops on the table, go ahead and roll your power, father.
oh, somebody's going back to the real world.
Ooh.
Amy Rojas?
Yeah,
Wait, do you
Ignacio.
mean me?
Ignacio
My character's
Rojas
not a
need to
father.
roll
He's
power.
just an occultist.
Yeah, Jake, roll your power.
Okay.
All right. So you kind of like, you're drunk. You start tripping onto places, and then all of a sudden, you're about to fall forward on the ground, and your character just starts floating. And as you float around, you take off flying, and all of a sudden you start going high up and up and up and up and up, and you're just way up there now. Like, I don't know, probably about. Let's roll for it. Let's see how high up you are.
Holy shit, you're high as a kite.
You are 13 stories up right now.
So, actually,
This is okay.
listen to this. Is he actually flying, or is he like look at the floor?
He's just floating. He has no sense of direction whatsoever. He's just floating
so
up there.
we actually see him floating.
Yeah.
Fuck off, Tinkerbell. I'm off to see Alice.
No, I just wanted to make sure that wasn't him thinking that he's flying, and that really, truly, he's just looking at the floor or something.
Yeah.
Sound
And
like Frank will bring
the
him down.
guy from the bar comes and says, "Oh man, you guys didn't tie him. You should have tied him."
Why didn't
We didn't know
And
we
we
were
had
going
a
to do
fucking
that.
time so it's set up to do that.
Yeah, well, you never know over here. I mean, you can't go down, but you can surely go up. So, it's a
Yeah,
good
Yeah,
idea to probably time.
Ignacio,
Harold, can
I
you
didn't-
help me bring him down?
I
I've
can
been
try.
flying the whole time, but after I drink this, so I also lose control.
actually, can I try to leap up like I did before and pull him down?
Oh,
And
yeah.
and do what? Sorry.
Grab a hold of him and try and pull him down.
He's way too high up. I mean, oh, you're trying to leap up. Okay. Go
Yeah.
ahead and royal power again.
Let's see if I can do a superhero leap.
Yeah. You finally
There you go.
figured out how to get up there. And you jump up there. And when you jump up
Right.
there, you grab him, and slowly you're bringing him down. I mean, he's floating. Ultimately, he's not coming
Yeah.
back down real fast, but slowly you guys are coming
Actually,
back down.
since I have such a high perspective, can I look around and see if I don't know if there's I mean, but this whole place is weird, but like do I see anything that would concern me?
Sure, yeah. When you look at the water, you see gigantic water creatures in the water. So not having a boat might not be a good idea.
Yeah. Definitely don't want to go for a swim.
So, what's the plan, fellas? Besides just drinking and partying it up.
Well,
I mean, this developed from we need to hurry up to save the world to let's just go drinking.
down my drink. What the fuck? Frick! What the fuck? I think you got a problem, man.
Let's just go to the pub.
No, I don't have a problem.
You're not selling me on that. I don't know. That thing is a huge drink, and you really committed to downing that whole thing. That was pretty nuts.
And the guy comes back with more.
I was not expecting to be given a picture. God damn it!
He brings another picture to you.
I think we're good.
Fetty, he brings another picture to your character and he says, "Here's another one. Have another one. You look like you're enjoying it."
No, Frank, you really don't need it, man.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Are you sure?
Oh, intelligence 20.
good.
Nice.
I mean, this is pretty good.
Okay.
All right.
So-
These bad the cultists. What city were they in? Were they in like Ignog or something? Ignog or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah, they were Ignog.
They went up
Yeah, that's where all the cultists are at.
They're going up north.
Yeah, we have to pass through the ocean.
Well,
And we're going to go up there to them?
Like, we could either take a boat, we could hop, see if we can like fly over the ocean or something. I don't know. Take a shot or
I flying would be faster.
Fly me.
Yeah, but they're all fly.
A boat would be probably flying would be faster if we could all fly. A boat may be faster if you guys can't figure it out.
Maybe we could help pull him up.
Do you think we can think of a flying ship?
Well, Jake is
No,
already
I mean,
flying.
we just
Actually, Harold.
Or more like floating.
Yeah, but the
we're
sails
just
would.
floating.
Harold, I like that idea.
I mean, like, remember in Peter Pan and Peter Pan in Kensington Town? The little kid carried a little teddy bear with him. Why don't we just carry the non-flying people?
Yeah, that would be a good
They're gonna
idea.
be-
I feel like a nice
There's a lot of variables there.
strength check midway.
Yeah, with a ship, we're going to be a lot more consistent, a lot safer than that. I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. You can carry each other. That's perfect.
So,
Well, what's everyone's strength though? Because if you can't hold on to the person for that long of a distance, you could lose your grip and then feed a sea monster.
Oh, we'd have to roll for that, wouldn't we?
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Okay, never mind.
yeah, too many variables. Although Harold's
Actually,
a flying ship.
I will ask the bartender. I go, do you have any really fast ships?
Well, I don't know exactly how fast they are. I mean, they're boats, they're ships. You're more than welcome to take one and go wherever you want to. I mean, if you could just go. You know what's faster than not going?
Going backward.
Exactly.
Wait.
No,
Oh,
staying.
faster.
Yeah, yeah. You know what's faster than he says? I'm sorry, but you know what's faster than staying? Not
Going.
staying.
All right, so I got an idea, guys. Why don't we find a sail ship? And we can all think of how much air we can put behind the sails. Because if we can imagine that we can jump, I'm pretty sure we can all imagine that we can exhale a large amount of wind to push the boat.
Or the flyers could help pull the boat.
I feel like the three of us are pulling a lot of weight here. I don't know. but yeah, let's just get going. I feel like I have a
Yeah. All right.
feeling that we should just get moving.
Yeah. So I guess the first thing is I'll try to jump and see if I can fly. Pull a Superman. And then if that doesn't work, we can try the boat.
Yeah.
Because like you said, sitting here, we're not getting anything done. So let's see if I'm going to run and
Ooh,
jump and see.
would fast tucking give advantage?
Oh, I don't know.
Whoa.
There you go.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Well, you have to wait for what else though?
I've read about comments about this, about guys that can run as fast as this train and fly like the biplanes in World War One.
There you go.
Sounds made up as a plane.
So it's coming.
Okay,
Who
so
can't fly?
It's time to all go
Can
down.
everyone fly now?
I don't know if I can.
Harold can. Yeah, Harold, you can innately. Don't you remember? Man, you can do that on Earth.
Yeah.
I have been flying the whole time.
Harold, did you forget that?
I
That
must
you can
have.
fly. Yeah, remember I could phase through things. You could fly. That was the deal.
Oh no, that was Eric.
Holy cow.
Oh fuck, Harold.
Wait, Superman
What
came out in
That's like the
1938?
Harold, the only thing he did was he
Oh
stole
yeah,
that
you were in
plane.
Louisiana. No, but you still flew. No, you still flew in that one too. Yeah.
I don't remember flying
Sorry,
that
sorry.
one though.
Could sworn you did, because we read that we did. Okay, I did, but
I've been flying the whole time.
Yeah, I know. I remember you flew. You were up in the air, and that's how
Yeah.
you got over to Bassett.
No, I'm sorry. Flying and being drunk is not the same thing.
Oh no, I've been flying. Like last session, I actually managed to roll for it, so I just been flying the whole
Oh,
time.
okay.
I was trying to tell people. I was trying to open their horizons, show them what's possible.
Yeah. I mean, come on, guys.
Technically,
Do this.
All right. So what's the plan then? What are we doing?
Oh, I'm going to fly over there if we can. We'll see what the rest of you guys want to do.
I'm flying if everyone else can.
I mean, we
Or
can
I'm
try.
Yeah.
I'll try jumping and see if I can fly.
Yeah, if not, we could get in a boat and try that wind behind the sail idea. I like that too. That was good. Oh, come on here.
Nope.
Come on.
Harold cannot fly.
Okay, let's try flying and flopping.
All right, so
Yeah,
so you guys
Alright.
are gonna fly?
Yeah, let's go get the boat.
Yeah, let's do the boat, y'all. We can switch to flying if we need to, but
All right. Well,
Landlords can't, or can't fly, huh?
Oh no,
Yes,
not
I'm
flying.
more worried about what else can fly here, if you know what I mean.
I thought you guys had it.
Yeah.
all right. So, you
All
guys
right,
want to try the wind?
so then you guys go get the boat.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm staying flying though because I
All
like
right.
the idea.
So
Being able to do it because we have to do a quick escape and
who's going to
Yeah.
carry Fetty's character?
Why?
Into the boat?
No, to the boat.
I'll try at least. I'll give it a
All
try.
right.
Why are you following me?
Fetty's character
Sorry.
Fetty's character is trashed. He is drunk.
he's gonna enjoy the
Well,
boat
well,
ride.
We'll get you sobered up on the boat. We'll have time.
Can
we'll
I?
find a way to sober you up.
I mean, how long have we been doing this? Like, maybe I sober up by now.
No,
Yeah, I
you
was planning on
guys
splashing
just
some water.
arrived over there. You guys are discussing, but maybe like what, 5-10 minutes at the most?
Well, yeah, but we also had to go jump up and grab Rojas and all
Yeah,
that
okay,
too.
well maybe 20 minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna make like a rope and
Yeah,
just give
roll
it to them and
Constitution.
tie my-
Actually, but now who's the inebriated one that can't really do anything?
I guess
That's,
me.
I guess
that's
that's me.
Dr. Frank.
Yeah, I will pick him up by the shoulders and like
No. Carry me like a balloon. Carry me like a balloon. Just tie a rope to me. Here,
Yeah.
I wanna
Oh, yeah.
You could do that to me too.
Oh, shit.
Well, no, we also with the other one who's
Frank
No, sir.
Matello, go ahead and roll Constitution, please. Nope, you're drunk as a kite right now. Drunk as a kite.
all right.
Can I try to make a rope just so they can move
No.
me around like I'm a balloon? No.
No.
Okay.
So to help him over, would it be strength?
Yeah.
All right, I'll try and get him over. But
So you grab him, and when you grab him, pretty much he kind of slips. You know, you just didn't grab him hard enough. So actually, when you reach down to try to pick him up, you kind of hurt your back. Go ahead and roll a 1d2 for me, please. And Frank, obviously, when he grabs you, you know you can now keep your footing, so you just go down to the ground. And you hurt yourself too, so go ahead and roll a 1d2 for me, please. Thank you.
Tommy!
Oh, no, we're gonna have another bad back.
Wait.
Yep.
Can I dodge? Can I dodge? Can I dodge him? Can I fly away from him?
No, because you don't have control of your character right now. You're drunk.
all right,
Yeah,
so
but like if I'm
just about-
drunk, I don't want somebody I don't know grabbing me. I will try to move away.
Okay, fine. Go ahead and roll your dodge on hard. Gonna be harder for you to time it.
On hard, you said?
Yep.
Right. Now I just need to
Wait,
find it.
oh,
Wait.
dodge.
Watch when he fumbles that.
Yeah, why did you roll dodge instead of?
Ooh, close. Yeah, no, you don't get to dodge him. You might try to,
Yeah.
but nope. Go down on the
We're figure
ground,
luck.
scrape yourself.
I'm like, don't touch me. And I try to get away, and I move like 1 centimeter away from you.
Sorry.
Okay.
All right, so
Who's able right now? Who
I
right
am.
now is able?
So how
Oh,
much
not
damage?
you.
I'm able.
Can I
Okay.
attempt to catch him?
Yeah, go ahead and
No,
roll.
I didn't. I wasn't trying to fly him. I was trying to like, kind of like.
Go ahead
drag
and
him.
roll dexterity.
What do we roll?
Dexterity.
Keeper, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I said roll dexterity.
Okay. This is gonna suck.
Yay!
Or maybe
You got
not.
it.
Yep, you go ahead and you catch him. You're holding him down.
Hop on the chair, hop on the table, hop, catch our floating drunk friend.
All right, you got him.
Okay, let's go. You're drunk
I
enough.
already did. I never got it.
Well, no, you did get him. He fell, and then he bounced on the ground, and then he got him. So that's how it went down. But you guys are finally heading towards the boat. You see the boat up there? It's nothing to brag about, you know. It's got a sail. It's not very tall, but it's not very low either. It's got plenty of room for all of you. So you guys get on the boat, and now what?
All right. Well, since I'm flying, I will take a deep breath, and I will see if I can blow a bunch of air out of my lungs to get the ship moving.
All right. So you get on the boat, and let's see. Let's do it randomly. Harold, go ahead and roll some power. All right. So the
Whoa.
wind starts blowing, and when the wind blows, the boat starts moving. Go ahead, everybody. Roll spot hidden.
Your friend.
Oops.
Have
Tab.
to find it.
No, here. Sorry.
All right. Well, those of you that pass, particularly Trevor, you guys get to see some gigantic creatures on the water. That they come out of the water and they go back down.
Alright, everyone just stay away from the edges. Let's just let's maybe follow the coastline for
Yeah,
now,
good,
Toby.
good.
All right, so you guys can pretty much figure it out that in order to get to Inganak is gonna take you. Let's see. About 17 hours at the rate you're going.
How long?
17 hours.
17. Either the boat is very fast or they're very close.
No, the boat just seems to be moving at a good speed. Harold went ahead and purposely or accidentally got the wind to blow, so the little boat is just moving. So,
So,
do you guys want to do something in the meantime, or do you guys want to skip
I'm
till you get there?
I was
I'm
gonna say
going
we
to
could dream
start
into existence
preparing
of
myself.
orders. Yeah.
Well, look at it this way. In 7 hours, you should be like sober. Probably.
We got these guys. We could just go and fight them right now. We don't need to do anything. We are the best there ever was.
I mean, aside from
Hey.
bullets, I can't do a whole lot to
No, we're not.
Well, I
I'm
was
so
gonna
confident
try
that is
to.
not a windmill, that is a dragon.
I'm preparing myself. Just preparing myself to do what we talked about, Keeper,
Okay. If
if
you want to.
necessary.
I mean, if you want to. I hate to see what happens when if that doesn't pass. But sure.
I mean, it's just hypnotizing myself.
Yeah, no, keep in mind that you are in a boat. And I'm saying that because obviously you know that you're in a boat. But if you get somebody to transform into something very, very big, the
I'm
boat may
preparing
not
myself
necessarily
into
have as
not
much
suggestion.
room or as much capability to stay afloat.
I am preparing myself and those that are willing to listen with hypnotic suggestion, which means it triggers when trigger is activated under certain conditions. In this case, trigger is just literally, uh, let's say,
You roll.
no, let's say the trigger word would be, guys, everybody choose their own trigger word. It can be either something bad, something stupid, or just something that you decided to fart out.
So you're trying to get us to change into these big, huge animals?
If you want to cooperate on acquiring that ability. If you don't want to, then there will be none of that for you guys.
That sounds tempting.
Will we be able to control of these creatures, or are we going to lose all ourselves?
You would just find yourselves in a body of of a creature of a shape that you choose at the moment of transformation. Unfortunately, it won't last long, but it will give a chance to survive. Not win, just survive.
I guess. Let.
Oh,
So
can I
again, will
be-
we have control over this?
It doesn't affect your mind, it's just a body shape.
And we will have the powers of this shape, you say?
Physical one, at least. Physical abilities, at least. So if you transform, for example, if you transform into a giant snake, you're literally giga-sized snake. If it's a cobra, you can spit out a bunch of poison. The size would depend on you, but for example, if you're a mile-long snake, cobra, you should be able to spit out enough poison to kill about 10, 20 people.
Provided you
Hopefully,
have
Dragon.
enough magic points to turn yourself into a mile-long cobra. Let's just specify with that. The magic point
During
part,
this
I
kind
think,
of-
is very,
Yeah,
very important.
magic points part is there to keep in mind. Yes.
How much does that like?
That depends on the keeper.
Well, we can go ahead and
Give
say
me
that transform into, let's say, to a rat could be maybe 1 magic point. Transform into something like a dog could be maybe 3. Transform it into a horse could be 5. Transform it into a bear maybe
Wouldn't transform it
7.
into
Transform it into an elephant maybe 10. And then from then on, depending on what you choose to transform, then maybe mythical, then we can go from there.
Yeah, because I don't have. I barely have enough for like an elephant. So I'm not gonna get to anything physical. I'm just gonna tell you. I guess I'm gonna roll a d20 to see if I think this is a good idea. If I roll higher, then yeah, I don't. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not up for that. Sorry.
You're not doing
Well, we're already on a
Brad
boat. Why
would
do
love
we?
this idea. Brad would love this idea. But
He was-
Frank is like, no, thank you.
The Harold's passing.
Yeah.
Can you at least turn me into Tarzan?
Dude.
So
I don't choose in what to transform. I mean, I'm guessing that the more non-human shape you take, the more magic it will cost. And that it's not just about the size.
well, we'll say
Correct?
you need a lot more magic to be able to transform into something bigger than something quite puny. Also, we need to make some sort of way that you're not permanently becoming a dragon, spitting fire and killing everybody in one shot. So,
Oh no,
Yeah, I was gonna ask,
that's why
like,
I
how do you
said
get out
it
of
won't
it?
last long, a few rounds. It would only last a certain number of rounds, that form. Hypnosis doesn't last forever.
well, no, I mean,
Hypnosis
I know that
literally
it doesn't
will
last forever, but you know,
maximum of 6
we can say that once you transform and you start fighting, maybe you just go into a frenzy, and you're able to keep your form while you go into a frenzy, provided that you're not knocked out. But you know, the
Plus, there's also one more thing, Keeper. When we talked about it, you said that price for transformation starts after it's done the first time.
right, yeah, you can try to
So-
transform the first time as a, you know, whatever. But you know, the first time normally it doesn't last long either. The first time is more like a try, you know. It's almost like when you cast your first spell. You cast it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like you opening that portal spell. Good luck. But okay, whichever way you want to do it, we can figure out how to do it. Are you gonna try to hypnotize them now on the boat?
I have
If
one
they are
other
willing.
thing for you guys who are actually wanting to do this. One more word of advice, warning, if you will. If you transform into these creatures, you have your mind. Do these cultists know spells that are able to control your mind?
Probably. Check
At that point, they can just turn this against us.
Yeah, perhaps some kind of mind shield will be a better idea. Especially considering that we're gonna be seeing some truly horrendous stuff. So a shield would probably be a better idea than transforming into a bear.
I gotta just out of curiosity, can you guys that have dealt with the cultists before? Can you describe them?
Well, they wear robes. They have these weird-looking masks.
Have you guys
They're-
ever done one of the masks before?
Have we ever what?
Have you ever gotten one of the masks before?
We've never really been able to get close to them. They've always been one step ahead, so they're out right as we're getting there. They're getting out pretty much.
Is that in the real world or here?
In the real world. That's how we ended up here. But no, we have never really made physical contact. I think we shot at them, but like they ran away pretty much. So.
And Mr. Thompson say, you know what? This is just too much planning. I think we should just get to Inganok. We just dock and we just go for it. I mean, ultimately, we need to get that crystal because we need to finish whatever it is we need to finish with that water, so we can ultimately get the proper water, and we can make sure that I am fully cured. I mean, that's what we're here for.
Constantine's just
I thought
gonna
we were
stand
gonna
up,
stop
go
the end of the
from
wall.
each from among the people one by one. So, new plan. Once we get there, we let him go inside and be a bait.
I got an idea. Why don't we see if we can capture some of the cultists? And you said they're wearing masks, so maybe we can watch them to see if they have any sort of like hand signals that they use or anything like that, and then maybe we can capture some and don their clothes.
And and Mr. Thompson says, actually, that sounds like an excellent idea. I mean, we can try to capture one of them, and maybe one of you wear the robe with the mask, infiltrates, and go gets the crystal for me.
Yeah,
There you go.
this way we don't have to fight everything.
I knew I hired you to work for me for a reason. See, this man is a visionary.
Only the best.
Yeah, I know. You did a great recommendation back then when I was looking for the crew. I have to say, he is really good.
Yeah, we'll see if I live long enough to make him happy.
Oh, you already are. You're willing to do whatever is necessary for this to succeed, instead of some of these guys that all they do is just get drunk and then just.
Well, you did say
Far
the
around.
the world was going dead, so you know.
Yeah, I know. And you know what?
I'm a little partial to it. So.
And you know what? Once we get there, and I am very thankful for everything you guys are doing. I want to say that out loud. So once we succeed in the mission, once I grab that crystal, I'm gonna start bottling that water because I'm gonna be cured finally. And I'm gonna give you royalties. You're gonna be set for life. Don't worry.
Can I make a psychology test? And it's all like he's full of crap.
Sure, go ahead and
Hey.
roll a psychology test.
Yeah, Jennifer, dude, yeah. Rojas.
Because this seems like, a bunch of hooey.
Nope, you guys realize that he could be very well talented because ultimately he's loaded, and
Really?
and ultimately he told you before that he wants to be, after drinking it, he wants to start selling the water to make more money. So maybe he is truthful about giving you some royalties. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be very big or very little. That just means that they're going to be royalties. He's just promising you royalties for it.
Yeah. All right. So,
All right, so finally the time goes by, and you guys are approaching. You guys are about here, and you can see the city. And when you see the city, you actually see that there are some cultists that are actually firing a cannon.
Are they firing at us?
Yeah, they're firing at you. Go ahead and roll.
oh gosh.
Let's see who I
Gonna
want.
get orders.
Alex, go ahead and roll luck.
Roll luck. All right. Let's see how this goes. Luck. It's not terrible. It's great. Come on. Oh, shit. Well, no.
All right. So unfortunately, one of the ammunitions that they're shooting hits the boat. and the boat's taking water. So as the boat continues going, you guys manage to get, I want to say about, let's see, let's roll it just to be sure. $130. Okay, yeah, about 40 feet from the shore.
Just curious, how many cannons are there, and how many cultists are on each cannon?
Well, they were about 5 to 6 cannons, and there were a bunch of cultists there. But the cultists actually, as soon as they see you approaching, they retreat. They run back. Very strange that they didn't stay there to fight. They just run back.
I'm gonna shoot at them.
Well, before you can shoot at them, I think you're gonna need a swim check to be able to make it to the shore.
And I would have been flying. I never really stopped flying.
Oh, okay. You're flying. Okay, and you would have been already sober. So, okay, go ahead and shoot.
Nice.
All right. So yeah, you probably kill one cultist. I wish I could see your damage, but yeah, we can go ahead and say that you
I
killed.
don't wanna. If possible, I would rather not kill him. Just like shoot at their legs.
Okay, well the cultists, they drag him away. Everybody else that cannot fly at the moment, so please go ahead and roll swim.
Those of us that are still flying, are we okay with it?
Yep, that's fine.
All right, yeah, I'll fly to shore, and if I need to, I'll try to pick somebody up to help them.
What about trying to fly?
You can go ahead and roll your power and see if you can fly.
He flew!
Honestly, you probably have a better chance of flying than swimming.
Yeah, you fly, and Trevor, you can do. Harold, you can do the same thing too if you want. You can try to fly.
In fact, since I got a hard success, I'll go ahead and help out Harold.
Okay, go ahead and roll your strength.
Oh shoot, I didn't think that through.
And
Oh, there you go.
if you need help.
All right.
Of flight.
Wait, never mind. Josh got us.
All right, so
Yeah.
you got him. You pick him up. So
Yeah. Does Josh need assistance?
So what?
Does Josh need assistance?
I don't know. Josh, go ahead and roll your swim if you haven't.
I rolled that just a minute ago, and I got 50 out of 20.
Okay, so 50 out of 20. So yeah, it sounds like he needs assistance.
I will attempt to assist him.
I'm gonna be chasing them.
What
and
about
spraying them
Constantine?
with my machine gun.
Where's he at? He's swim? Is he a good swimmer? Oh yeah.
So,
All right, so at
Okay,
that
so
point,
all right, there we go. So
there are.
I,
Once you start chasing them, so does everybody start chasing the cultists?
Well, I was actually hoping to see if we could turn the cannon around and start shooting.
No, the cannons don't turn fully 180 degrees. They stay facing forward because they are meant only to shoot towards the water.
That would have been the damage. That would have been for the damage that you were asking for.
Okay. So, is everybody going to chase the cultists or just Frank Matella?
actually, I mean, I know some people are ahead, but I mean, I'm pulling Josh out of the water to make sure he doesn't drown or get eaten. So
Yeah, I figured that much.
yeah, once we
I
get
would-
get
I would
Reaching
chase
the
them.
shore
I'm gonna
first.
call them to Frank to suggest maybe he not either. I think we should stick together. Everyone's
I'm
still
just-
getting pulled out of the water.
I just wanted to grab my machine gun and spray them, but if I get told to come back, I come back.
I mean, if are they just up the stairs, or how far away are they now?
No, they are. So if you're in the city,
if you're running 10 feet to go spray your machine gun, then go for it. But don't just chase after them wondrously.
if you're in the city, so they are running into the city, and they seem to be running around the corner, and you kind of lose their sight after they run around the corner.
Did the cultists have the entire city?
Yes.
You guys know, have they taken over the
Yeah.
entire? Okay.
However, when you look around, everything seems empty.
Oh, great.
Other than
You
those
could-
cultists, you don't really see many more people.
Does anyone else find this strange?
Yeah.
What, one of you was talking about blood as a power earlier?
Hmm?
Well, one of you was talking about magic earlier, and you said that blood was a power of its own.
Constantine, is that you?
I was saying that the church got spread through Europe through blood. I don't think that's what you meant.
Well, I'm just wondering if that's what cultists need is blood.
Possibly. Usually that's what they use, like the sacrifice.
Yeah.
I have a quick question. Rob, when I get unsure, what, how do the cannons fire? Are they do they use gunpowder? Do they use
They were magical.
magic, just sort of magic projectiles?
Yep.
Okay, that's good. I just want to make sure in case they use gunpowder, if any of you guys have demolitions, maybe.
You
might
want
be able
to
use
turn
them.
the cannons toward the city?
You
No,
can.
they can't.
Maybe dream up some.
And the
corners.
cultists went around the corner into the city, and they run, and you guys kind of lose their sight.
Have you guys, when you guys have faced the cultists before, do they use what sort of weapons do they use?
They run. That's their weapon, running away.
Yeah, but they.
We haven't
I've
seen them.
also- I mean, we've seen things that have done magics that can, control you and stuff. And this kind
Yeah.
of feels. This group kind of gives me the same type of vibes. So
It's like the
All right.
longer we sit here and discuss all this, I understand
Yeah.
we need to
No, no,
understand,
yeah.
but they're running to tell people that we're
Yeah.
here.
That's why I wanted
let's
to
go.
say.
I agree. We should probably go after them.
all right, let's go.
All right.
Should we try to be
You
stealthy
start
about
going.
it? Like,
Ignacio Rojas, go ahead and roll your luck.
All right. Are you there?
All right. So you turn the
Okay.
corner and you
You're
see
lucky
that
bastard.
street is completely empty. Everything's empty, and actually the sky just gets completely dark. And there's a gigantic light that emanates from the tallest building, from the tallest tower, up to the sky. And it seems to be a beam of light that just goes up.
That's probably where the crystal is.
Let's be on the lookout for traps. That's what I was worried about.
All right,
They're already
bottom
started.
up, or do you want to? Those of us that can fly, do we want to try to get to the top?
Yeah. I want to create like a super megaphone. Like, mm, before I even try to create it, do I think I can create a phone that could like a megaphone that could just send a message across the realm? Do I think that's possible for me?
Uh, so create a megaphone. What are you gonna create it with?
Power.
So out of thin air.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna imagine it, and it's gonna pop up. All right, go ahead and roll power on hard then.
Okay.
There you go. You created it.
Ooh.
Oh my god, I hate that because that means I'm gonna roll really bad when I need it to. Alright. I'm just making that I turn it on. Well, I don't turn it on. I'm like, guys, with this I think I can send a message across the realm. Do I wanna send something of hey, they're gonna awaken the one who cannot be named, we need help? Or do we not want to do that?
What is it you summoned?
A megaphone that will theoretically send a message across the realm.
You think you could use that to send some sort of a sonic wave to destroy the tower?
I highly doubt that. I think when I created this, it was more about sending a message across the realm, which I feel like if it works correctly, should be its function.
Why not?
Anything else?
And while he's doing that, can I?
Well-
I don't know if anybody else wants to. I want to fly up and take a look. Like I'm not flying up to the tower itself, but like to look at it from maybe like 60 feet away to see what I see at the top of it.
All right.
I wasn't-
So if you
I
want to do
wasn't-
that, that's
I wasn't-
fine. Go ahead and I mean, you're already flying, so you go
Yeah.
ahead and you fly out.
Maybe
Once
something.
I'll
you-
go too.
Sure. Once you get about up there, you notice that there is on top of that tower. There's an army of cultists. There are some deep ones up there, so go ahead and roll your sanity.
Oh, cool.
All right. Well, he does that. So I was asking if I should do it. So I'm still asking the group, like, do I do this or not?
I was about to say
It's
that
your choice.
if you think it'll work, maybe you should try, but it might not work. Wait.
What is it you're trying to
Okay,
say?
now
What's the message?
I have a little question. Do you guys want to try and just kind of combine the willpowers to attempt to throw a giant fireball on that tower?
All
We're
right.
in
So
one
what do I do with this?
Call of
And I put you the
Cthulhu.
megaphone I have on my hands that I created out of thin air with the sole intent of sending a message across the realm.
He's
Might-
still
yeah,
going with
go
that.
Do it.
Do it.
All right, I do it.
We're in one.
I think we should do
We're
both.
in
I
one
think.
place.
I think we should
Yeah,
just be like,
okay.
hey guys,
I-
check
It's
this
not
out.
just one thing.
Yeah, I turn it on, and then I say, we are currently located at the city of Ingandor. We are fighting some deep ones, some cultists who are trying to awaken the one who shall not be named. If you are trying to prevent the end of the world and everything, maybe you would like to come and help us.
Okay,
So-
Constantine, about that
The
fire.
moment that you send that message, everybody that's up there floating starts looking around, and you guys see that the cultists start looking around. And they see you. They spot you up there. You know, the deep ones spot you up there too. And particularly, you guys see two large, very large fish looking like creatures that are Father Dagon and Mother Hydra. They just seem to be out there. You know, they're part of the. They seem to be summoning a ritual. So those of you that are flying out there, since you guys passed your sanity roll, go ahead and give me a. I mean, we're gonna do two rolls because you're seeing two different creatures. So for the deep ones, Go ahead and give me a 1d4. And for Father Dagon, go ahead and give me a 1d5. And for Mother Hydra, 1d5 too.
All right. And to clarify, have they spotted me or have I spotted them? Like, am I seeing them
Both.
right now? Do you need me to roll sanity too?
If you're floating up there, yeah.
All right.
I mean, you were back talking with us, I thought. But
Yeah, I saw I was back in the boat with them too, but
All right.
I was just kind of like up above. But anyways, I failed my sanity on.
All right. So those of you that lose more than 5 points, you guys get a little crazy. I mean, a little touched.
I have a question. Is it 5 points in for one thing or 5 points total?
More than 5 points total. So it doesn't matter how many you roll, you lost in that whole roll. You lost more than 5 points. So for this, you're gonna be penalized only once. So,
Yeah.
so
Before you do that, sorry. I like I said, I was kind of near with them in the boat. I turned the megaphone. They spotted me. I spotted them. I did a sanity roll like you asked me to. I failed the sanity roll.
mhm.
What do I roll for this failing sanity roll?
1d5 and 1d6. Thank you.
25.
So, all right. So Ignacio. Let's see, buddy.
This is gonna go good.
That one's yours. Who's next? Alex
that would be-
Stone. That one's yours. And then the last one is Frank Metello. All right. So all three of you need to roll a 1d10 and figure out how many rounds that's going to last you for.
So I just lost 9 sanity, and then I still have to roll for the deep ones and the gods, correct?
No. Once you roll for that, you're done rolling sanity. Now you're gonna roll the 1d10 just to simply find out how many rounds you lose control of your character on this bout to madness.
Hmm.
All right, so
Oh,
so
good.
while you're up there, I'm gonna tell you what happens. First, let's go with who was the first one? That Ignacio Rojas. Father, obviously, violence is not within you because you are a priest. However, you get paranoid. You get very paranoid. Paranoid to the point that you may not make it. And then you end up thinking that these people may destroy the whole world. So, you need to get down because you may fall. And at the same time, if you fall, you probably will find out somebody that's going to try to grab you. So if you spot a building and your character just floats to that building and hides over there, hoping that nobody will see your character.
Why do you keep calling me father?
I thought you were a priest.
No, I'm just an occultist.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
A tarot card read, if that
Okay.
counts.
Sorry, there was a whole conversation about priests and Catholic stuff today that I thought your character was a priest. I know that you have.
You just confused him to heck.
I know that you have a priest character, so that's why I got confused. But okay.
Oh yeah, any like priest or occult person, I'm Spaniard.
So
Question.
what?
So I rolled 1d5 and 1d6, and that was for the first sanity roll that I failed. I still haven't rolled for like the deep ones or anything like that. That's why I was asking. I still need to roll for that, right? The
Yeah.
deep
So
ones and the
there were
high
three
round.
rolls, 3 sanity rolls total, and then three of those number rolls to find out how much you lose.
Okay. If
So
I'm
roll
good, I'm
sanity
good.
one
I
more
don't-
time. All right, but regardless of how much sanity you lose right now, both
Oh wait,
you
casting sanity on
and
hard, I still roll the same.
both you and Frank Mantello and who was the other one? I'm sorry, the other floating fella, Alex Stone.
Yeah.
Both of you actually get an urge of rage. You start thinking about how bad you feel that they're going to destroy the world. They're trying to do all this bad stuff, and many of your loved ones are gonna die and are just gonna feel bad. So you just start floating towards them. You just want to kill all of them, and your characters just start heading there, just trying to kill all of them. And the cultists are just looking at you coming, watching at you coming. At this point, the rest of you from the ground, you guys see that one character gets on top of a rooftop and kind of like disappears, and the other two, they just seem to be heading towards the tower. What do you guys do?
Well,
Um,
I was gonna kind of play on Constantine's idea of throwing a fireball at the tower.
Yeah, we
that
got
was
the guys
good.
going in after that now, right? Couple of the flyers.
Well, yeah, but I didn't go up there. I was talking. I was being respectful of being down here with you guys to talk to you guys. You guys can't join.
Did we notice that they went in
I'm
there?
kind of waiting for a chance to speak.
Okay.
What you got, Constantine?
Yeah, what you got?
Um,
All right, so while you think about that, once you two are floating, once you start floating towards the tower, you guys.
Keeper, I sent some in roll 20 whisper.
Oh, okay, I didn't see it. I'm sorry, because I had it scrolled out. Hold on. Sarah Brain forgot to make that tower rain fire, essentially trying to ring.
Dude, you know how to read it with inner voice.
Okay, so you can start doing that. That's fine. But let me describe something real quick while you do that. So as you two that were floating, while what's your name? While Constantine closes his eyes and he just starts praying. While Constantine does that, the guys that were floating in the air, you guys see them that they get close to the tower. As you guys get close to the tower, floating, your characters notice that a portal opens up. When the portal opens up, let's see here, just a second.
Alright.
When the five cultists actually cross the portal, and the portal closes right behind them. And that's all that happens at that point. Erlian, go ahead and roll your. So hold on, and while you're doing what you're doing, is this like a spell, or how are you gonna play this off?
I mean, everybody's creating a bunch of different shit in here. I'm just going to try to
Okay.
persuade the dream realm to create a rain of fire on you're on that specific location.
Okay. Fair enough.
The
Go ahead and
the
go
spirit
ahead
bomb
and
from freaking
go ahead and roll your
everyone in the
power.
tower.
Napalm Tower.
Go ahead and roll
That'd
your
be
power.
good.
I mean, I might kill a few allies, but
That's all you're gonna do.
So, a few meteorites are starting to show that are starting to come down towards the tower. Give me just a moment, please.
Fighting by the time they get there, they're like this.
Father, all of a sudden you just drop down from the dream world. I mean, your character was over there on top of the roof, if I'm not wrong. So all of a sudden your character drops down from the ceiling, from the roof of that building, and just dies. And you guys see him like dropping, flat on the ground.
He was dreaming, right?
I think he was a dreamer, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
What happened though?
I don't know. Can we see anything happening?
So that
Ooh,
would've
could
been-
I see what happened?
So give me just a second. Let me roll. So okay, 1d3. No, unfortunately, your character does not know what happens. You as a player will find out what happened later on. Right now, you don't know exactly what happened to you. So 2. Josh or Eli. Eli is just standing right next to you guys, and all of a sudden he just drops dead on the ground.
What?
A fuck?
Where did from?
And finally, 1 second.
Are they just getting kicked out of the dream world?
No, it's worse.
And Arlian drops dead on the ground too.
Who dropped it?
Constantine.
Okay.
So it's just Harold and I.
So the only ones out there right now is Trevor, Harold, Frank, and Alex.
But we don't know where they went because they just flew off.
Oh, okay. I know what's happening.
Wait,
So
so-
the ones that went into the portal, they went back into the real world, and they're killing the people or choking them out. The ones who were asleep.
Even my character? Or am I still alive?
No, you're dead. You died. The only ones that so far there are the 3 characters that are in physical form are still alive, which is Trevor, Harold, and Frank. And Frank. And then the only one that is dreaming that's still alive is Alex.
Oh, okay.
And currently Harold and I don't know. Like we just saw Frank and Alex fly away.
Yeah, you guys just saw. You just saw them. Like you just saw all these people dying all of a sudden.
They flew away and everyone died.
Yeah, like I said, I was with like near Trevor, but I saw them got into a fit of rage, so I've been flying in. I'm like I do think that what happened is that they just went into the portal and they went into the real world, and you guys are all dead now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm about to die soon.
I was
So you two might wanna run away.
earlier if we could have just did that originally. About some of them, anyways.
What do you want to do, Trevor?
So, your move, fellas.
Well, my character is currently in a fit of rage, so I don't have a choice. I would just try to kill them.
We have nothing now.
You can try to stop me. I would like it if you try to stop me. I would
Well, I
appreciate
mean,
it if you run away.
not that you
you
have
flew away.
nothing right now.
I-
You pretty
You
much
flew
have
away.
the
I
same.
thought you were. I thought you were down with all of us, but apparently you were up over there. Like,
I don't
I thought I was
necessarily.
with you guys too, but I wasn't, so...
I don't think you have nothing now, Trevor. I think you have the same chances probably as before, considering that there's a whole army of people out there. I mean, obviously
know how
your
many
character
people are
doesn't
in
know
the-
that, but yeah.
Your character knew where he was when he shouted in the megaphone to all of the world. You could tell where he was shouting from, right?
The people from the tower probably saw you. However, the people from the tower would have known that you're down there. That doesn't necessarily will have given your location when you are like, or necessarily told them if you are dreaming or not for them to go back and be able to kill you.
No, I mean to the rest of the people in our party.
Oh yeah, everybody would have heard it, regardless if they were flying on the, in the sky.
he said that. So he said that in the megaphone, and then flew away.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Like,
Ah.
I said it on the megaphone. I was next to you when I said it on the megaphone.
Wait, then how would you?
But
Then how would
I
you seen them?
stopped them. I don't know. I did.
Who told you? Who said that?
Megathrax.
What?
I was under the impression that you said that you were flying up there along with Alex.
No.
That-
I was
Okay.
told to hang back, and so I was like, okay, if you guys tell me to hang back, I hang back.
Okay.
But let me try to do this.
That's fine.
Yeah,
That's totally fine.
Rojas and Alex, I think, were the ones that.
That's totally
Yeah,
fine.
we were
If
the
you
only
did
two that went up there.
that doesn't change anything. So that's fine. Ultimately, if you don't want to go there to the tower, you didn't. But your character would have
Okay.
still have died anyway. It wouldn't have made a difference as to if your character would have survived or not. Because the reasons as to why your
You
character
just would have
died
been gone crazy.
are a little bit different and are out of your understanding as of this moment, and you will understand them later, maybe. I'm pretty sure you will.
Frank didn't die. I guess I'm confused.
Yeah, I'm confused too right now. Okay, so
Yeah, so
this is
Frank's
what's
with
going
us.
on. I was with Trevor and Harold on the ship. We were talking about
Oh,
making the sun.
No, we are not on the ship. We are on the shore because the ship
Yeah,
was
on the shore,
sinking.
on the shore. On the shore after the thing sank. They were talking about like doing the sun, so I was like, okay,
Yeah.
while they do that, while they're talking, let me make the megaphone. I did the megaphone. I was asking them like, what are we doing? One of them flew up to try to see what was going on. I stayed down, and then I did the message with the megaphone.
Rojas went up.
Okay.
Yeah, I went up.
Right, and then five people, out of the 5 people that were sleeping, or out of the 5 people that were not in physical form over there, 3 of them died. So, Father Rojas, or not Father, sorry,
I
you're
am
not a
not-
priest. Ignacio
Yeah.
Rojas died, as far as I know. Then Arlen died. And Alex died. Federico should be alive. For all I know.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
So there.
Okay,
Yeah.
so why? If I stayed with Trevor and Harold, have I done? Have I seen the ghost? Do I still need to roll the sanity thing?
No, because you never flew up there.
Okay, in that case, I'm still saying I am not in a fit of rage. I'm staying with Trevor, Harold. I see them die, and I'm like, let's get the fuck away from here.
That's fine.
Alright, so we,
Okay.
us three who are still in
So
physical
just-
form here we need to leave. But how are we going to get that? Our boat is destroyed.
Harold, you need to figure out how to
That
fly,
is a
dude.
great question.
You need to figure that shit out right now.
Yeah, right now. Why now? You can do it. You can do it.
Let's see.
So at that moment, the
Oh, fuck.
the light from the tower brightens up the whole sky, and suddenly the light goes off. And the moment the light goes off, there's complete silence.
Did those meteors land, or are
No.
they just a decoration in the middle of the sky?
The meteors disappear the moment you died.
I hear stuff being rolled.
Because you were the only one imagining them.
All right.
Oh, you
I'm
cut out.
going
What
to
happened
try
with
to
meteors?
fly, jump.
Fly, no. Ah.
Damn it, no. Can we carry him away? Can
Yeah,
me and Trevor
yeah,
just
can we
lock arms
just-
with him and just fly
Yeah.
the fuck away from this?
What the
well,
fuck?
go ahead and roll spot hidden.
I don't wanna.
To all of us, or just
Yeah, all of you.
Actually, so I got a quick question.
Yep.
Did I see Ignacio like drop to the ground because he's flying up there with me? Oh wait, never mind. Ignacio went ahead. So
I think you're dead too.
Yeah, no.
actually,
Eli is
no,
dead.
you told me I'm still alive.
Eli
Yeah,
is
Alex is
dead.
in a bit of
They
rage.
haven't killed me yet. They
Eli,
will.
yeah, Eli died after Ignacio, so Eli would have definitely seen Ignacio. However, Eli is dead, as far as I know.
Yeah, you said that Josh, Arlen, and Jake. Or
Yeah.
Eli.
Trevor, Harold, Federico, and Alex are surviving so far.
Yes.
All right,
Alex
So-
is in a bit of rage.
you guys
Yeah,
roll
I get
spot
it.
hidden.
So I'm-
You guys roll spot hidden. You notice that there's no one. Everybody has vanished. There's no noises, nothing, no growling. All the noises that were there before are gone.
You see Alex just
I
flying
got-
around all
Is
pissed
my
off.
fit of rage done?
Yes.
Okay.
What the?
I will fly back down and go, where are the others?
They
Okay.
died.
they died.
That's weird.
So
Trevor, are we grabbing Harold and running the fuck away from here, or what are we doing?
well, everyone's gone,
Right.
right?
I look at you, and all the people that died were people that I knew were asleep with me, correct?
Yep.
All right, I'll look at one of you guys and say, actually, I had to wake myself up.
You can't.
You die.
You can kill yourself
Well,
and
you-
wake
you-
yourself up.
You can kill yourself, but you'll never be able to come back. But it doesn't really affect, like, you physically in the real world. Or you have to
You
complete the
said, you
quest.
said they died, right?
Yep.
All right, so I have one choice. I gotta go see if they're okay. And I'll pull out my handgun and shoot myself.
All right. Go ahead and roll your handgun.
No.
He's shooting himself.
Yeah, still it may fail. The handgun may not shoot.
Oh.
Just want to be sure the handgun works. That's all.
Yeah, that's true.
What if the gun just doesn't kill him?
He may miss. It may end up shooting someone else. I mean. You know,
I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
all right.
but-
So
damage.
you definitely kill yourself because you're shooting yourself in the head.
yeah.
The moment that you shoot
Okay.
yourself in the head, you wake up. And when you wake up,
Alright.
you do see that right next to you, some of your friends are dead. You see blood on them. Their throats have been cut open.
Was I like stuck in a corner somewhere?
You were by a corner behind a rock, and they didn't see you.
All right. I'm gonna make a. Can I listen to see if I hear the cultists?
Yeah, go ahead and roll listen.
All right. Or I can do a spot hidden. Either one. I'm just trying to.
Whatever you want.
Let me try. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna listen first because I figure if I do a spot hidden, I'll reveal myself maybe. So.
No, you don't hear anything.
All right. So, all right. Now I'm gonna stealthily try to peek around the rock to see if I see anything. So, do you want me to roll stealth or do you care?
No, just roll spot hidden first.
Okay.
Your character will be aware that the person who hired you, right, Thompson or something like that, has an amulet that gave him like a lot of power.
And Mr. Thompson said, "You know what, guys? Now is our chance to go up there. Maybe the crystal's still up there. I mean,
Oh, fuck you! I'm not doing that.
but they're obviously
Right.
gone.
No, I'm not doing that. If you wanna go up, you can go up. I'm not going up. Hey, guys, are we running away?
Does he have the amulet still?
Yes.
You're gonna run away? Where? What? Trevor, what do you think?
I don't think that the gem is still there, right? Because we saw it flash and everyone else disappeared, then,
He
right?
says, but you know what? That is a big building. It looks like it is some sort of base of operations, or at least a praying building that they could very well have, weapons. They could have something I can read, something I can learn, something I can use. It's very silly to actually turn around now, especially since we don't even know what we're gonna do. What are we gonna do? What's the plan now? We don't have a plan.
Okay, you want us to keep us safe? The best thing that we can do to keep you safe is to fucking run away. Everybody here, I'm gonna point to the bodies around us are dead, right? They're dead. So that means that we don't have any backup. And as far as we know, there's at least 48 other people in the other side over there. If you want to go over there, you are welcome to go over there. I, personally, I'm not going there. I'm gonna run the fuck away, and if I come back, I'm only coming back with an arm.
Is he physical or is he dream?
Well, but you don't you see that nobody is making any noises. I'm pretty sure everybody's gone. And you know what's worse? I'm sure everybody is gone right now to our world.
I was gonna say, Frank, I'm pretty sure everyone just teleported to the real world and kind of like another snake out
we don't
situation.
know that we don't know they teleported. In any case, if we have, I don't know if they went to the real world or not. What I know is that there's not much we can do. If it is like with the snake people, like you were saying, we might need to get the help of a god.
Well, but if
That's
we're
what
gonna
really
go
does.
with
That's what
that,
really-
he says, if we're gonna go with there's not much we can do, then might as well just never go back because there's not much we can do.
I am
Yeah,
just
that was
close
my-
to
that
my
was-
handgun and shooting him.
I don't know, Frank, that was actually my next suggestion
Is he fit-
also.
And I like
Is
to
our
remind you.
benefactor, is he physical?
I like to
Whoever is
remind you.
outside, kill him.
I like to remind you that even if we decide to never go back, Eli, he just, Eli, was it Eli or Alex that just went back to the,
Alex.
Alex, okay.
Alex,
Alex just went back. He just woke himself up. So he's gonna die if we just leave him out there. He's good. You
Yeah,
care
perfect.
so
Have my
much
handgun.
about
Here you go.
about
Here you
people.
go. Have my handgun. Shoot yourself, then you can go back to that world.
You care so much about people, and he is back there, defenseless. You're not gonna
He's
be able to
sleeping.
leave this place until you figure out exactly what is it you need to do.
Yeah,
So
our
maybe-
employer is sleeping right now.
Hey, okay. I'm gonna just take Harold and Frank away from the employer just for a second. Okay. I know it's hard to trust this guy.
But
But
maybe
he
we can
is-
find a portal out there. And we can portal out.
There's probably something in there that could help us figure out what to do. Because right now, do you know what to do?
What I know is that there's no way that we're winning this fight right now.
We
Yeah,
can't get
but
back
we also-
unless we complete a mission.
Yes. We have the tools right now to complete the mission.
No, but we also don't have the information on what tools we need.
Yes. So that's why I'm like, we should not rush to this place where we know they have had time to like set up at least some sort of something, considering that there was a light and now it's not. We just did 4 of us. And I'm gonna say 3 actually, because I don't know about him.
Yeah,
I am he might actually be corrupted as far as we know. Like based on what we have talked about, it seems like he might have been corrupted. So it might be this thing of like we go in there and he shoots us in the back.
Who shoots us in the back?
Oh yeah, you are not here. You are not here. Last session,
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's still you.
last session, there was like we kind of called him like, well, one of us called him like basically talking to like a dark figure or like it was kind of a really suspicious situation.
It was like a Love Island boat edition between UI and the boss.
Yeah. Yeah, but we also caught the boss like he was sleeping, but we heard like really weird noise inside, and then some of us kind of like saw him and some kind of and with talking to like some sort of entity. But when we broke into the room, he was sleeping. So I think personally that he's corrupted
Yeah, or something.
or something. So this is the situation. I trusted 2 of you. I don't trust him. We are about to. There's a fortress that has at least 50 people that might have set up a ritual that might. And actually, no, they are ready for us, considering that they escaped from the port once they saw us. So they're ready for us. There's 50 people, and there's a possible traitor. That is the situation right now. If you guys want to go in, let's get in. I think we should run away and try to get some backup. Because there's no point in dying senselessly. Like, I don't mind dying if I know there's a reason, if I know there's a chance.
He
There
says,
doesn't
do
seem to be
you
a
know
chance.
I can hear you? I hire you to come here and you're calling me a
Well-
traitor?
We walked away from him. We walked away from him.
Yeah, that was the
I
very
pulled
first
the
thing
point.
they said.
Okay.
I pulled them away.
Well, then he
I-
will approach and he will just say, so, are you guys ready to go?
So when I had rolled the spot hidden, that's when I saw the crystal of the tower burst, and that's when everything went quiet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And from the extreme success, I was able to determine that that means no one is there.
Yep.
Is that okay? So I can confidently say that there isn't anyone there for us when we approach.
Yep.
Okay. Frank,
All right.
Harold.
So he
I
walked
think
over
we
to
should-
us. What are we doing?
All
Wrong,
right, let's
I'm
go.
sorry. We're gonna go in.
If you guys, I mean, I think it's cleared out now, and I think that that's the best place for us to gather information. I am not good at reading, but you guys are. So I can help protect you and all that, but I need someone to figure out what our next step is, because right now we are lost.
Yeah.
And Mr.
Alright,
Thompson
let's
says, okay, well, if you are saying that there's nobody up there, there's no point in staying here, so I'm just going to get going. and see what I can find. If you guys don't want to come, that's fine. You can stay over here in this dream world, whatever. It's up to you. And he just starts walking
as
there.
he heads in, I'm gonna grab Harold and Trevor and just kind of put a little distance between us and just whisper to the both of them, "He's alive. Everybody else who was asleep is not. He's also asleep, but somehow he's alive."
Well, it's
Alex
still
was also alive.
Alex is alive. Yeah.
He killed himself.
Yeah, well,
so
he
I don't
shot
know.
himself. He shot himself.
Yeah, but I mean,
But he was
Yeah,
still
it's-
alive though. If we're going by that logic, he just
Yeah.
has to
But
kill
the
himself.
other ones, we
Unless-
saw some of them fall down.
it's unless the amulet makes him come. Maybe that's
I don't know. But like,
So
let's
he's-
just keep that in mind. I just want to.
He's
I just want us
sleeping,
to
but
keep that in mind.
he has the necklace here, but he's still sleeping.
Yeah, I just want us to keep that in mind. There's something. Don't give him your back. That's all I'm saying. Don't give him your back.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
We're also
Harold.
falling behind him during all this, but
Yeah,
what do you think?
As we catch up, I'm like, Harold, I trust you. I'm still on the fence with him, but just I think let's see what we can figure out. Just,
I
yeah,
did
let's keep
pull
an eye
Harold
out.
and Trevor back, but I was telling you all of this. I did pull both of you back. But alright, yeah. Let's
So then,
Alright,
I know you
so-
pulled us back. Or I was trying to make sure, like, we're let Megan know we're still following him as the guy's walking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I just put some distance
So I'll
between
go up
us.
to her, like, so you guys trust me, right?
I
Yeah,
trust you.
Okay.
I got a
I will
quick
run up to the benefactor.
Okay. So,
what did I spot Henry?
spot hidden. Oh yeah. Okay. So, since we're there, you heard that the cultists pretty much left. They exit out, and they were leaving in a rush.
All right. Is there any chance I could do first aid on any of the guys that are here? And in all honesty, I would probably, because I know that he was the most recent addition, which is probably the one that I would probably have the most likely ties with, would be Eli. To see if there's anything that can be done, like I put pressure on his neck and see if he's really super dead, or if I can like do anything to like keep him from bleeding out.
No, all of them are dead already. The ones that died are dead. Dead. Like, very dead.
All right, I'm shoot. Is anybody else in the cave here? Any
Yeah.
other bodies?
There's one more person in the cave still sleeping, as far as I know. There was. Hold on.
Is that our benefactor?
Yep. He's still in the cave, sleeping.
All right. I am going to write a note that says I'm going to see, trying to follow the cultists, make contact when I can. Alex. And I leave the note underneath our benefactor's body. And I will go to the mouth of the cave and try and be as sneaky as possible and see if I can see the cultists and where they're heading off to. If I have a chance, if there's no chance, that's fine. So, because it may have been too long anyhow. So,
Okay. Right, so you leave the note over there.
yeah, and I actually, what I'm going to do is make a, it's natural ground, correct?
Is what?
It's natural ground, like, it's like mountains.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to see if I can make a track wall of some sort.
Okay.
So maybe that might help me find out. Okay, well, there's no tracks. As I go to the mouth of the cave, can I see any of them?
No, they left. They completely gone. So you can probably assume that they probably portal out somehow.
Okay. All right. Well then. Shoot.
You can pretty much choose at this point if you want to stay there waiting for the boss or be head to the boat.
I'm actually going to stay here and wait for the boss because he's the one that hired me, and I will actually pull out my rosary and do like a little prayer for Eli, Ignacio, and Constantine.
Okay, sure thing, no problem.
Yeah.
All right, so everybody
And
else,
I'm also going to go to the pockets for this change.
sure
Maybe
thing.
they have something to do about it.
Okay, so everyone else, you guys go into the boat, into the tower. Sorry, and as you head on to the tower, you start going up and your benefactor, Mr. Thompson, he does find a couple things here and there. He grabs a staff that he finds that is like strapped on a wall. He grabs it and he's like, "Ooh, this looks important. We should probably keep it." And then he starts using it to walk. And then he finds a robe. At some point, he's like, "You know what? This may come handy. If we have to face him again, we can probably put it on and fool them. So we should definitely bring this with us." And he puts it on him, and he starts walking. And then finally, you guys are, or at least he is, at the top of the tower. At the top of the tower. At the top of the tower, he sees that there's this pedestal with this book. He's like, "Oh my God, I have heard of this book. This is the book they use to pray. I am sure this is it. You know, the value of this book. Oh my goodness. Let me see if there's a way. Let me see if there's a way for us." So what?
What were you saying? I'm sorry.
He says, "Let me see if I can find a way for us to get out." He starts looking at the book, turning pages and pages and pages. And he looks around and he finds a rock. And he looks at the book, he puts the rock on the staff. The staff starts glowing. He says, "I think I got it." And he raises the staff to the sky. And he's like, "This should create a portal, and we should and you should get out of here." The staff, like I said, he raises the staff
evil
up.
is he looking?
So what?
How evil is he looking right now?
He's just looking a little crazy, but not evil. I mean,
Okay.
not
Can
necessarily
have
mean.
we found anything?
So what?
Have we found anything? Have we found anything?
I'll go ahead and
Like
roll
we would
spy
like to
hidden.
have in person.
You found
I'm gonna push that. I'm gonna push
you found an amulet. Whoever rolled the spot hidden over there, Trevor. Trevor found an amulet. That I'll tell you what it does later. You just found the amulet. It's a golden amulet. It's up to you if you put it on or not. Harold, you find. Hold on. Federico, you can't roll twice. So.
I push.
Oh, okay. Sorry. All right. So Harold, you find a you find a statue, a small statue of Cthulhu. And Federico, you will find. Let me think for a moment. You will find a crystal, a different crystal that glows.
Glowing.
Yeah. So, ultimately, as I was saying, I was describing the situation. He raises the staff up, continues reading the book, and says, I got it! I got it! This is it! This is what we have to do! I'm creating the portal now! And when he raises the staff, he smashes it under the ground, against the ground. The staff explodes. It creates a gigantic explosion. Go ahead, everybody, roll dexterity, please.
God damn motherfucker. God damn.
Unfortunately, all three of you get pushed out of the tower. Especially Frank Mattello.
Yep.
Frank
Out of the
Mattello.
tower.
Yeah, the tower. You were on top of the tower.
Oh.
So you three get pushed out of the tower from the blast of the explosion. And you're automatically out. So right after that, the boss enters the portal and wakes up. And when he wakes up, he encounters Eli. And he says, Eli! I am back. Where's everyone else?
I don't know.
I thought they came through the portal.
No, I haven't seen anyone.
Hold on. Was Eli the one that survived, or was Alex the one that survived?
That was Alex.
Alex, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. So before we do that, before we continue on, let's see what characters you guys want to switch for. Because you're still alive, technically you can switch characters. So, Jake, what character do you want to use now?
I guess I'll do Fergus.
Fergus. Alright, give me just a second. Fergus. Oh, clicked the wrong thing. Alright. And Zach, what character do you want to use?
Wait, Trevor died? Wait, what?
Trevor died.
How? What?
I told you to roll dexterity. You failed the roll.
And we all fell off the tower.
You all fell off the tower by the blast of the explosion of the staff smashing on the ground.
I mean, me and Trevor would have still been flying. I don't know if that changes anything, but alright.
The blast would have made you unconscious as you were
that-
flying, as you were falling down.
And
Although
I
you're
wasn't-
more than welcome to
Yeah.
roll power to see if you want to wake up in the middle of a blast.
I would like to try to survive, yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll power.
Oh, well, I fell.
well, I guess because I wasn't planning on following around. I was just trying to find stuff for us. I didn't. But
Yeah, we
same.
followed him up there where it was just the top, and then he like slammed his staff down. While we're all up there with him.
But he created the
I
portal.
wasn't.
Yeah, I have the same thing of like I was just trying to find stuff. Like I saw the idea was like we're gonna try to get some like a book or something on the wall and we're gonna read that. I didn't realize we were doing that, but that's okay. I died. I'm dead. I'm dead.
All right, Zach, what character do you want to use?
Right. Are you guys seeing a power roll?
Yeah, you're not getting it. It just has power blank and it says Red Wolf transition bonus.
I can try rolling it for you. Hold on.
Yeah.
Penalty?
Maybe that makes a difference. Hold on. Is that showing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh,
49. You succeed.
Trevor lives? Okay.
Yeah, but I guess I'll still move to a new character because I mean I'm just gonna go.
Well, even if you don't, yeah, you will probably need to move to a new character anyway because you're still stuck in the land of the dreams. Because
Yeah.
you would have fallen off the tower anyway. You would just be in there. So give me a second.
I guess I'll just go my boss.
Let me move
So
Trevor
where-
back to the land of the dream, the land of the living, I guess. Who are you gonna use?
Um. What is that? Yeah, dance.
Dan Layer?
Dance from Mars. No,
Oh,
dance
Dance
from
from
Mars.
Okay.
He's the author that's kind of cool.
Harold?
So,
Who do you want to use?
Let's see. I will use Edward Winters.
Edward Winters. Hold on, give me just a second. Let me find. Okay, there we go. Man, it takes me a minute to find it. All right, so who's next? Federico.
Brad Bruce.
Okay, give me a second. Okay. Sorry. Travis, who did you say you were using again?
Edward Winters.
Edward Winters. I'm sorry. I'm going a little slow. Did I move him? Okay, I moved him already. Abraham Grow moves up. And Fetty, who did you say?
Brad Bruce.
Brad Bruce. Okay. Yeah, I saw him. All right, perfect. All right. So Frank Metello is long gone. He did not survive the cancer.
I have no. Oh, I don't think you're talking about. You're talking about Abraham.
Yeah.
You say Frank, and you say Frank Matello.
Oh,
Frank
okay.
Matello had no.
Okay.
He was a very healthy young man.
All right.
He was.
So,
Buzz.
Erlin, who do we use? Don't let me guess. Edward.
No, give me Jeff.
Jeffrey, the mage.
Yeah, if I need to deal with idiot, I'm going to go with my insane option.
Like, which one is ever the sane option? All right, so Constantine is gone. All right, so Chaos is not here. Thomas is not here today. Josh, who do you want to use next?
Matthias Rooney.
Okay. Hold on. Did you say what's the name again?
Matthias.
Where is your... Oh,
He's
I
one.
clicked on
He's
the wrong folder.
under my name.
Sorry, I clicked on the wrong folder. And I clicked on the wrong folder again. Easy to click on the wrong folder tonight. And Eli. Who do you
Eli
want to
too.
use now?
Josh was playing Eli, so.
Oh,
Josh
okay, I'm
switched
sorry.
to Matthias.
I still got you confused, guys.
Okay. Are you asking me?
Yes, I'm asking you.
Well, the guy that hired me just came back in, right?
Oh yeah, you're still alive, so you get to keep your character.
Yeah, no. But the benefactor, he's the one that woke up, correct?
Yep, he is.
I look at him. I go, apparently I was lucky where I slept. I ask him where the others are.
Oh my goodness. It was terrible. We barely survived. The cultists showed up. They managed to get a hold of some device, and they created a huge explosion. And unfortunately, they just happened to fell. They fell out of the tower. Believe it or not, they just died a horrific death. I was lucky enough that I was just right next to the portal. So when the explosion happened, I got pushed into the portal, and I managed to wake up. Whew, man, I was lucky. Tell you.
I look at him like, and I sort of cock my head.
But you know what?
A
I
little
was
bit like,
I was definitely lucky enough that I managed to grab some of the stuff that I brought with me just now. I still have this this rock that I was able to grab from the staff, and also this strange glowing crystal that one of them was holding. I brought it too.
right. Okay, I know he's lying.
But you know what we should do now? Right now, we should try to get back to the boat so we can make our way back to the U.S. We really need to hurry up to California. I think these guys are going there, and we need to find a way to stop them for sure.
Far away is the boat from here.
Oh, the boat's about 10 miles from where you're at.
All right. Well,
You can still take my truck. My truck is still there.
all right. I loaded the bodies of Eli and Ignacio.
But he's like, no, we
Okay.
don't have time for that. Just leave him there. Don't worry
Look at him,
about it.
I look at him. I go, no.
Look, the
I
fate
think-
of the world is at stake here. We don't have time for this. We need to move fast. It's already gonna take forever to get there on a boat. We don't have the
Yeah,
time. We can come back and get their bodies later.
And I'm not even listening to him right now. I'm picking up the bodies and putting them in the bed of the truck because I'm. And I kind of look up and I go, you hired these men.
I know, but if the world does,
Maybe you should show them a little bit of respect.
but if the world gets destroyed, it won't really matter what we do with our bodies.
Yeah, this will take 10 minutes. I'm pretty sure we got 10 minutes.
Fine, he says.
And because of Alex's character, he loads the bodies in the truck, and yeah, he's not. He's almost to the point of where Alex realizes one thing he knows: he's not nearly probably as powerful as this guy, as he was able to take out the other three, because his story reeks of BS. But he's not leaving these bodies. He's got a very strong sense of loyalty and justice. So yeah, I load the bodies in the truck, and then I go, you can either walk or you can drive with me. So
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. We don't have time to lose. Let's go. If you're already
and
done,
is there a crew on the boat?
is there what?
Yeah, I asked the crew to take the bodies and put them on ice.
Okay.
We're gonna
Well,
send
once
it
you're
to
on the boat, yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah,
All right. So you start heading towards America on the boat. Once
Yeah,
you get to
and-
America, you guys land in. You guys land back in Boston, and over there, things have gotten a little weird. Things are not going well. There are rumors, very very big rumors, that there's really bad stuff going on in California. So Mr. Thompson says, you know what? we should probably get us some more help now, considering that these three guys are not going to be able to do anything. So hold on, let me make a couple phone calls, and then we can start heading towards California. We need to go and stop whatever's going on. So at that point,
All right. So while
he makes a
one thing I want to, this won't take too long. Did Ignacio, Constantine, and Eli have identification on them from like where they were from and stuff?
I would.
Because I want to organize. I want to organize basically trains to take them back to their loved ones, so they can be properly buried.
All right, yeah. You set up the whole burying while he gets help.
Yeah.
Ultimately, he goes talk to his friend, and he finds a group of outstanding gentlemen. He finds Fergus, Dance, Edward. All of you guys meet with him. He's like, look, the fate of the world is at stake. I will pay you whatever it is you ask once we succeed, provided that you manage to stop the end of the world. I'm sure you have heard the rumors, because everybody has heard them on the radio, that there are really bad things happening at the coast of California right now.
If all that stuff is happening over there at the coast of California, why are you here in Boston?
Because I just got here with my ship. I'm coming from Europe.
Panama wasn't built yet.
Yeah, I'm coming from Europe. Unfortunately, we don't have a way to cross, through land with a ship. So I have to land, and we're gonna have to go to California on foot, or
Why
a
don't we
truck,
take a train?
or a train, anywhere but a boat. Or we can maybe even fly there.
I don't know.
Alright.
Was there a transcontinental flight back then, or?
Yeah, we can probably
You
fly.
could fly, but does he have the money?
Yeah, he's rich. And he didn't pay anything to anyone
Okay.
else that he hired before, because they all died.
Know who he is?
He didn't pay $1. You can say he's the best businessman ever.
I was okay.
I know. You're a big fan of the guy. I got it. It's like, all right, well, how does $3,000 a head sound for coming with me to save the world?
Ed?
Yeah. You
Are
get
we
paid
killing
as
people?
soon as we stop the world from ending. You get paid, and I will give you $1,000 right now each. You get 2,000 when we come back.
I'm here right now. Like, are we all here? Like,
Yep, you're all
is
there.
35 people?
Yeah.
No. Give us 2,000 right now.
2,000. Well,
In
what
advance,
stops you
man.
from grabbing the money and
Oh,
walking
never
away? That's not how business is
I know
done.
how rich you are. I know how rich you are. This is pennies to you. 2,000 right now, 3,000 when we come back.
So hold on, are you talking about $5,000?
All of us, yes. You are trying to save the world. You are trying to hire people like me. I am one of the best fucking cultists in the world.
You're
5,000.
a cultist? Is that what you said?
Ex-cultist.
Ex-cultist.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay.
You want people like that powerful? Yeah. 5,000.
And he says, "Well, tell you what, I got a better deal
And I
for
am
you."
probably
I got a better
Probably a
deal
best
for you.
person you want to have in dealing with your things.
If you play cards with me, if you play with me, I have some stuff that somebody of your profession may be interested in seeing. I have many treasures saved from my long trips. That's how I found the magical water that cured my cancer, thanks to my faithful ally, Harold, rest in peace, that he led me to there. So, I'll be happy to share all those secrets with you.
I don't play games of chance.
Fine. Okay. $2,000 now. All right. Here you go. $2,000 a piece. All right. We're going to be flying there. I got everybody. Here you go. This is each one of you parachutes just in case anything happens. But we don't have the time to travel by land. We need to get there quick. So we will be heading now towards the airport. I have an airplane that is waiting for us. It's not a comfortable plane because it won't have seats, but we will make it.
Awesome. I need to stop there something for a second. I'm gonna put all of that money into the bank because I don't want to carry $2,000 in cash with me.
Sure, no problem. Would you like me to hold it for you?
No, I'm going to the bank.
Okay. Well, I will meet you at the airport within the hour. So, what do you guys want to do within that hour?
I asked if the rest of the guys will stay back because you guys know that he's only got one person with him. Who hasn't said much. And I look at all of you and I say, after he leaves, I go, hi guys, my name's Alex. Believe it or not, I'm the only one that made it out of our last trek to Norway alive. I kind of give you guys a brief catch up about what I know, which is there's some sort of like doomsday cult trying to raise some kind of weird god to destroy the earth. And this might sound a little weird, but we were in a realm of I don't know if it was make-believe, but it was a realm of the mind. And I tell you guys about that I don't know what happened to the three that were left behind, but I tell you guys what happened to Eli and Constantine and Ignacio. While Thomas is gone, I do tell you Mr. Thompson is gone. I tell you guys, there is something really fishy about his story because he and the three that remained in this realm, he was the only one that came back, and he said something sort of weird explosion, but I'm going to honestly tell you, he was not being truthful about what happened there. So while I do believe that the world is going to end, I'm not sure if he is. Well, I don't think he's part of bringing it out. I think it's more like I think he's got some very self-motivated goals. So be on your guard against him.
Thanks for the tip.
So yeah, so I will tell all of you guys, and you guys know that Alex is he's dressed not really well, but like got like regular clothes, good trench coat. He's got broken nose.
Treat him as an enemy.
Yeah, he might be an enemy in the end. So just keep on your guard about it. So. And I tell you guys about the three, like the cave, and like how these cultists came back and apparently killed the other three in the cave, but apparently they didn't find me. And both of your psychology, well, they're Fairback, you know I'm telling the truth, so.
Oh, whoop. Let me change the name for that. Oh wait, it is. I'll change the name for something else. There we go.
Yeah,
Next
but
to
you know I'm being honest.
Yeah.
All right, so
And no worries. It's the story as old as Methuselah's cat.
Oh, and I will shake each one of your guys' hands and say, you guys, I will do everything possible to make sure we all come back together, and it's good to meet you guys.
Yeah, thanks for the heads up.
Yeah, there's something really weird about him. Hey, Meg, I got a quick question.
okay.
Do you have the house rule that your first bout of madness gets you 5 points of Cthulhu mythos?
Yeah, so when it came to we kind of forgot about that, but that's fine. When it came to the creatures that you saw on the tower,
Yeah.
so up there you saw the deep ones. You saw the Father Dagon, Mother Hydra. I think you saw also some cultists, some hybrid cultists. So whatever amount of sanity you lost up there, you would have added to your Cthulhu mythos.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep.
Wow. All right then. On here, I'll put that loaded.
All right.
I'll edit it because I got to do skills anyhow. So.
So time goes by, and you guys finally meet at the airport. He's like, "All right, I'm really glad you guys made it. I was a little concerned. I thought you guys just were about to take my money and not show up. I think it's really important we save the world. So here's the airplane. I I have it already. I have it with gas. I have a great pilot. He is Billy, and he works for me. He takes me anywhere I need to go, whenever I need to go. So we're just gonna be heading out. Hello,
You guys,
I'm Billy.
Any of you actually know how to fly?
Hello, I'm Billy. I'm going to be flying now. Make sure you sit down and you don't move too much.
You fly along, Bill.
Well, yeah, Billy flies all the time with me. He flies me anywhere we go. As much as he is not of a talker, he is a great pilot.
Okay, yeah, well, might as well.
All right.
Let's see.
All right, let's go. And Billy, come on, take off.
I'm gonna maybe put my parachute on now, just in case, because...
Yeah.
And the airplane takes
I've-
off.
After seeing them do that, I'm going to do the same.
I do the same.
Yep.
The
you
airplane
guys
takes
see-
off, and off they go.
You see Brood? Yeah. You see Brood like having a coin and just moving it up and down as he moves his head.
Go ahead, Fetty.
Ignore that roll, please. Ignore that roll too. Ignore that roll too.
Fetty, go ahead and roll your luck. Thank you. Perfect. Perfect.
Failed, crash.
Let's see. Where is the... So go ahead and roll a 1d3, Fetty.
Who?
Me.
All right. All right. So the trip goes fine. After just a few hours, you guys arrive in California. And when you guys arrive, you see how the sky, when you guys look towards the sea, it's all black. So black. There's black clouds, thundering in the middle of the ocean, and there seems to be this area where the water is, but now there's a gigantic landmass that is right where the ocean should be.
Oh, great.
And he says, "Oh my God, we are too late. We need to hurry up. They're probably on their way there already. They're gonna try to end the world as we speak."
And what's the plan to stop it?
Well, at this point, we don't have much of a plan. It's showing up and just hope to kill everyone. I hope you got guns.
I don't.
No,
Okay,
of
you
course.
don't? Well, I brought some, and
I have a pistol.
he opens the side of the hangar, and and he's like, "Okay, here's some guns." And he hands a rifle and a 45 to everybody. That wants to use it. That is.
Any grenades in here? No for
No.
grenade, guy.
Unfortunately, I don't have that kind of stuff. You know, I just travel to
Oh.
to go hunting and whatnot. It's really hard to justify, you know, carrying grenades on an airplane. Things can go wrong really easily, and then the airplane will just blow up.
That's alright.
How do you guys think we can get out there? Because you know we can't use the airplane. We wouldn't be able to land anywhere, and it's storming it's really bad. I will hate for the airplane to get damaged and we end up stranded on the water.
Well, I'm sorry to
Probably
say,
good,
but
guys.
I'm fairly certain that this landing will end up with your plane completely trashed. And you can see that Jeff started smoking, and that it has an unholy smell to it. It's not a it's not a tobacco. Did you pronounce it right? Tobacco.
You wanna share that with the
Whatever.
party?
All right. Well, yeah, you can share that with the party, but we're gonna be stopping right now because it's 10 o'clock.